So, how in the world are all of these real estate agents getting such a huge following online, which is obviously creating a sphere of influence for them and they're getting lots of closings? I want to talk a little bit about that today because I think if you get this part figured out, you're going to win as a real estate agent. Welcome to today's morning meeting. I'm Greg Luther, the one guy that meets with you every single week to help you in growing your real estate business. Today's topic's a big one because we're going to talk a little bit about building that sphere of influence. You know, you'll hear from any top producer that's out there, or a lot of top producers. You'll hear them say that, 70, 80, 90% of their business comes from their sphere of influence. But the problem is, what if you don't have a big sphere of influence? What if you don't have, hundreds of past clients or went to college and had tons of buddies that grew up and became successful and now they're buying lots of houses, or whatever the case is? How does a normal real estate agent build a sphere of influence? Well, I've done a few articles about this lately, and you probably saw the newsletter that went out to our Inner Circle members this month. We were talking a little bit about how important it is for you to create content. So the only way you're going to get more people to know who you are, the only way you're going to beat obscurity is to get a message out to the public. Now, creating content does not mean dancing on freaking TikTok. Okay. The only thing that's going to happen there is you're going to lose authority and you're going to lose credibility. You'll get views. Hopefully you're interested in views because you might get 7 million views and it goes viral, but you don't make any money. You know what I'd rather have? 400 views and a couple of closings. So your goal is to beat obscurity by showing people that you know what you're doing. You're good as a real estate agent. You can, educate them. You can entertain them a little bit, show a little bit of your personality, that type of thing. But you should be educating them and providing helpful information that they didn't know, that they couldn't get elsewhere. And that's very easy to do as an agent because when you think about how frustrated so many homeowners and home buyers are with the process, with what they don't know, they had no idea that they could get access to unlisted homes. They had no idea that they could write an offer on a home contingent on the sale of their current one. So they don't have to keep waiting around saying, we don't want to list this house because we haven't found a place yet. They're doing it the wrong way. And your educational based information will, first of all, get their attention, but secondly, keep their attention, build trust, authority, and credibility so that they want to use you. Now, this is big. So, a lot of the top producers I've talked to and I've worked with and I've coached, they'll start out with, let's say they do a video, and they do a video about the top 5 things they love about Columbus, Ohio, the top 6 things that I love about San Antonio, Texas. Right? Wherever your marketplace is, you just do a video, which is nothing more than your opinion. This is not professional advice. This is not, you're just so smart as a real estate agent and you're going to wow them. It's just saying, here's 5 things you really like about the area. You know what that's going to do? That's going to get people that are not local, that need to move to the area, that are doing all kinds of research online. They're trying to find out, what's this area like? What are the people like? What should I expect when I get there? By you doing that, you're getting more people interested. And I'll guarantee you they'll start binge watching anything you have. Now, I don't want you to freak out saying, oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't want to be on video. I look fat and old. No, you actually are fat and old, but they're going to see you anyway. So let's just go ahead and do it. Let's be fat, old, and rich. That's a smarter move for you. Show them what you do. By the way, you don't have to be on camera. You could do the reverse camera and just show the area. Right? You can do 3 things you need to be aware of if you're going to be moving to Denver, Colorado. 2 things you may not like if you're moving to Washington, D.C. Okay, that's a real easy one to do in like Atlanta or L.A. where traffic's bad. You got to really plan if you're taking a trip to the grocery store, it might take you 2 hours. Those are really easy to show the good and the bad. But what it does is, people that are on YouTube, they're there to learn, they're there to consume. You've heard me say before, and we did an article in that newsletter this month talking about you're either a creator or a consumer. You're either creating content or you're consuming content online, offline. If you're reading a book, you're consuming content. If you're checking the mail, you're consuming content. So I want you to start thinking about, how do I create content to beat obscurity? I can't be sitting in my house all by myself, nobody knowing who I am, and just waiting on the 77 people that I have in my sphere, one of them to be making a move. Well, I don't have to tell you, only 8 to 10% of them are going to be moving this year. That's like 6 people, and half of them are going to use someone else. You're not going to close many deals that way. So old school, if you've been licensed for a long time, you remember the old blue-haired lady in your office who sells tons and tons of houses, and she's 78 years old, and she's been doing it forever, and she sold them a house, and she sold their kids a house, and she sold their kids a house, and she's well respected in the area, and business just comes to her because she's worked in the business for so long and she's created such a big sphere of influence. You know, you can beat that in a week. You can beat that in a week. My sphere of influence on what you're watching here right now is 70, 80,000 people that I can talk to at once. If I go over to Facebook, it's almost 100,000 people that I can talk to all at once. I can talk about the new great deal. I can talk about the new construction in the area. I can talk about some funds that are available now for down payment assistance or something like that. Grant money that just came up. A new program that's available. What's going on with interest rates. I can get my message to the masses because I have actual followers. And they're following because you provide great info. It's not because you're really funny or you're really good or you're pretty or you dance well or any of that crap. Those are vanity metrics, getting fake views. I don't care what views are. I don't care about likes. I don't care about any of that stuff. I care about making money by helping the family members. This is you as an agent. You want to help the family members that need that help in buying or selling a home. That's how you get rich in real estate. It's certainly not going to come from, hoping that something goes viral. What the hell is that going to do? We are in this business to help homeowners. So if you're just getting started and you've got a Facebook page that has 13 followers and half of them are your family, if you've got a YouTube channel and you've got 27 people on there and you've never done much with it. 2 years ago, you posted a listing you had and it seemed to do okay, but then it just kind of fell by the wayside. You know what you need to do? You need to get started. A really good way to do that, because for so many agents, they'll say, tell me step number one. Here's what I want you to do today. On Tuesday, today, I want you to go out in your car, have somebody else drive if you want to, and just be right out the window. Here's my 2 favorite restaurants in Atlanta, Georgia. This one right here, here's what I love about it. This is the server that I really like to get. This is my favorite dessert that they have. And then you go over to the other one for a more casual feel. This is the restaurant that I like. If you do that and you post that, people that don't live in Atlanta that would be possibly moving to Atlanta will find you. Now, unfortunately, they're going to binge watch. They're going to look at your page and there's not going to be much else there. So here's what I would do. I would then switch to, here's something fun about the area. I would switch to 5 things you need to know about the area. I would switch to what's going on, what it looks like in September here in the Washington area. And start providing that type of content because that's what initially gets them interested. They don't want to learn about you and you're a top producing agent and you're with the #1 growing company and all of that crap. They're interested in moving to the area. Location, location, location. So start with that. Now, in the meantime, you've got a bulletproof listing presentation that you have online. You've got the 3 things you always advise every homeowner if they're looking to sell their home in the Denver Metroplex. You've got the 2 things to watch for if you're getting a mortgage and buying a home right here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And you start to have helpful tips and information that will get you moving in the right direction. If you do that, you are going to find you will get a tremendous number of people starting to follow you. Now, at the end of the video that you do, here's what it sounds like. Hey, hopefully you found that video helpful. If you would like more information, you can simply follow our page. We post new content on a regular basis, and we'd love to help you with buying and selling a home. Something very simple like that. You can end your video like that. Frankly, you could put it in the middle of it as well. If they like your stuff, you're going to gain a follower, and now you feel like, you know what? I am actually talking to someone. But you have to handle it the right way. And I think that if you're providing good content, as an example, if my content's good for you, you should be following the page. If you're a real estate agent and you want to make more money, you should be following this page and ring the bell, turn on notifications, so you actually know when I have a new video that comes out. But as you build that list, I want you to think about this. I don't know my exact numbers, but let's say I've been doing this I've been selling real estate and coaching agents and working in the real estate business for 26 years now. But I just started my YouTube channel 6 years ago, got serious about it 4 years ago. I just started my Facebook page around the same time. So it hasn't really been a long time. It sounds like a long time if you haven't done it. But I've got 75,000 people on one and almost 100,000 on the other. I want you to think about this for a minute. Imagine you're in a stadium and you're at I'm in Ohio, so let's say it's the Cincinnati Bengals. I think they have, I don't know why they call them Bengals, it's Bengals, but whatever. I think their stadium holds 40,000, 50,000 people. Imagine you're giving a speech for 12 minutes to 40,000 people in a stadium. Would you spend a little time to think through what you want to say and how you want to give that message and what the call to action should be? And if anybody's interested, they should reach out to you. And better yet, if there are 40,000 people, you know absolutely for certain there's at least 40, 1/100th of 1%. There's at least 40 people in that audience that would have a buying or selling need. The vast majority of them are from right there local as well. That's for 40,000 people. I get to talk to 150,000. I don't care what I wear. I wear a black t-shirt every day of my life. I got 77 of them upstairs. But you get to talk to 150,000. It's bigger than any stadium in the country right now. You get to talk to a large number of people. Now, if you're at 17 followers, you know what your goal is? How do I get to 20? Don't worry about how do I get more people. Just provide really good content, and that's going to happen. You're in the real estate world. You're in the biggest investment they'll ever make, but more importantly, the biggest move they'll ever make, the biggest change. Their kids are going to a new school. They're probably starting a new work. They're going to have brand new neighbors. They don't know the area. They don't know what restaurants are good, what service providers are good, what stores they should go to, what areas they should watch out for, some of the better quality areas. All of those factors. You know what's really cool when you're moving to an area? You feel a lot more at home if you know that they've got farmers markets and when they are and where they are, and seeing a little video of that. Oh my gosh, this is going to be home. This is going to feel okay. Why are you not? That's what you do as an agent. You don't unlock doors and negotiate contracts and call the title company and just do a transaction. That's not what you do. You're in the people living in homes or moving to new homes business. So you have to provide really good content for them. And that's how you build that following. That's how you build that group of people, that sphere of influence that have an interest in what you're doing. You don't have to meet them in person. You don't have to have sold them a home and them being a past client for you to provide content for them. I mean, think about this. You've probably never met me. And you watch me all the time and you see all my stuff. And if you're smart as an agent, when this video's done, you're going to click on my little circle there and you're going to go and click on videos. There's a little tab there that says videos, and you're going to look through and you're going to see a lot of helpful content that will help you along the way. Why don't you set that up? It costs you a grand total of $0. Due to inflation, it's now still $0. Why would you not be doing that? This is how you build your real estate business, and you become, I hate to use the word famous, but you become well known in your area. In a very small pocket area, you become very well known and respected for what it is that you do. Now, what you don't want to do is sound professional, have everything perfect, and, let me stage this the right way. I'm using my reverse camera on my cell phone, so everything's backwards. The writing and all of that is backwards. I don't care about that. I still got the dry erase board because I'm creating some videos, some trainings for our inner circle coaching members. The agents that I work with are all that matter to me. I don't worry about putting a freaking plant here or making sure that everything's perfect or having makeup on your face or whatever the case is. None of that matters if your stuff is good. So my recommendation for you, the fast action plan, for you to actually get something going, and you probably won't get a lot of traction from it at first. Go out today, record a quick video of some sort. I don't care if your face is on there or not. Record a video of some sort, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever the case. It doesn't matter how long it is. The longer it is, the better, provided it's good content. By the way, you're here, and here we are, 13, 14 minutes in. So the better the content is, the more they're going to watch. You don't need to be entertaining. You don't need to be any of that stuff. You need to give them helpful information. If you're serious about growing your real estate business, here's how you do it. What you don't want to do is buy what they call leads, all of these lead companies. Those aren't leads. That's swiped contact information that unknowingly to the lead was sold to 3 realtors, 3 lenders, and 3 investors. And their phone is blowing up all the time because they simply filled out a form online because they wanted the price on the home or more details on the home or whatever. And the next thing they know, all their information was sold. That's not a lead. That's swiped contact information that was sold to various people. You know what a lead is? If I talk to you right now about growing your business and you'd followed all of my stuff and you love what I see or what I say, and you see all of these testimonials from agents that are making tons of money and you contact me, that's a lead. That's someone I might be interested in helping, but I'm not chasing people. Because those that are serious, those that are interested in whatever it is that you offer, they will make themselves known. And then you can do a great job for them. But it all starts with you getting started with content. So I want you to go out, record something today, get your Facebook page set up. If you don't have, this is your business page. You're not doing stuff on your personal page because people get mad. You always talk about business. If you go over to your business page, you better be talking about your business 24 hours a day. Anybody's got a problem with it, tell them get the hell off your business page. But then you need to have a YouTube channel as well. Both are free. No, it doesn't require technology. A 4-year-old can do it. What's your name? You type in your name. Oh my God, I don't know how to do that technology. What city do you live in? Oh my gosh, what do I do? You type in your freaking city and then you hit start. There's no technology. Stop with that whole, I've never done it before, so I'm going to use the technology cop-out. You fill out a freaking form. That's what you do. And then boom, there's your pretty page. And then you load your first video. Well, I don't know how to load a video. If you go to YouTube and you type in, how do I load a video? There's going to be 768 million videos about how to load a video. Well, I don't know how to use keywords. If you go to YouTube and you type in how to use keywords, there will be 43.7 million videos on how to use keywords. Stop making it difficult for yourself. Do something. Do it wrong. Let's build the boat as we're floating. I think we're going to be fine. What are we going to do? Lose money? What are you going to do? Lose time because you could have been watching somebody else's crap instead of creating your own? You got to decide, are you going to be a creator or a consumer? Hopefully that's helpful for you today. If there's anything I can do for you,